2016 has come to a close, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time for me to talk about my not top 10 games of 2016, but more like my top 8 games of 2016. I didn't play a lot of new games this year, but I feel like with these 8 games, they deserve to be mentioned, and I'm going to explain why. Yes, I know people really hate Star Fox Zero. Controls are awful, it ruined the game, Nintendo ruined everything, blah blah blah. Okay, shut up for a minute. While I do understand people trashing this game for what it was and for forcing motion controls on this game, honestly, I had fun playing this game. As soon as I played more and more into this game, the more I had fun. The stages were fun, the fights were fun, especially some of the boss levels. The boss levels were freaking awesome. Now, here's the thing though. I don't think this game is perfect. I don't think this is a perfect Star Fox game. In fact, it's not really the best Star Fox game I would say, but it's still one of the better ones, and I feel like I should put this game on its list because it really didn't deserve the hate that it got. Star Ocean 5 was another game that was given average to almost negative scores by game critics, as it was an average RPG with not much innovation brought onto it. And they're right. But I still had a blast playing this game. The combat feels way more fluid than previous games, the graphics were really stunning, and the music kicks ass. One of my favorite parts in this game was the role system, allowing players to customize character parameters so that they perform differently in battle. My biggest gripes with this game was the story, the narrative, and how ludicrously easy the final boss was. But even with all that said, Star Ocean 5 still deserves some love, even for all its flaws. I'm fairly new to Monster Hunter, but Monster Hunter Generations has had me glued to my 3DS for quite some time. The introduction to new monsters adds more challenge, more drop items, as well as new weapons and armors for players to create. The addition of hunter styles varies the gameplay even greatly, as players can play around with each style with any weapon to their comfort. This game basically offers players choices, and that's what I love about this game. Monster Hunter continues to impress me to this day, and this game continues that long trend. Doom is freaking awesome, and I don't like first-person shooters that much. What else can I say that no one else has said already? It's fast-paced gun action with great music at its finest that adds a deep level of challenge the further you go in the game. Each level is like a playground with numerous platforms and objects the player can use to their advantage that strangely adds more tactical decisions in a fast-paced running shooter. The glory kills are always satisfying to watch as they reward the player with power-ups, health, and ammo. I can hardly wait for a sequel to come, and I can imagine it will be even better. This one obviously does feel like a cop-out because, well, it's Pokemon, but Pokemon holds a very special place in my heart, and Sun and Moon is no exception. It continues the standard Pokemon formula while still adding more to the game to make it stand out from the others. The removal of gym leaders with island challenges and mandatory HMs replaced with brighter Pokemon, and the introduction of Z crystals was oddly refreshing to me, and it kind of feels like it adds more to the lore and story of this game. Battles are still standard turn-based, but still are fun, and catching Pokemon is still fun regardless. There's really nothing else I can say about it. Stardew Valley is an amazing game, hands down, that brings together familiar gameplay and provides a fresh new experience. The game focuses on farming, community building, relationships, and of course, dungeon battles. We have seen these in other games, but they all fit perfectly in a neat little clever package. And what's really great is that the developers are always providing updates and new stuff to provide in the game free of charge. And this is a great example of a very devoted indie game. Now, I haven't played much of it then, but I really wanted to take my time and really dive into this game, because I really want to outmatch my friends who have even better farms than me. Shantae HalfGenie Hero is one of the best platformers that I have played in a long time. This game legit feels like a fun adventure in the form of a platformer. The controls are solid, the music is great, the animation is gorgeous, and there are tons of collectibles to find. This game borrows many elements from classic franchises like Metroid, Castlevania, Zelda, Mega Man, and even DuckTales. The transformation allowed players to find new areas within each level and tons of treasures to find as well. This game is just so much fun, and it's a shame that not a lot of people know about it or even bought it. Final Fantasy 15 is a game I have waited for since I was 14, and I am glad I picked it up and played for it myself, because this game is my favorite Final Fantasy game to date. I love the combat, I love the characters, I love the music. There's so many side quests to do within an expansive world. I know some major complaints are the story and the narrative, but honestly I can easily forgive that with fun gameplay. I've already beaten this game already, and I'm around 116 hours still doing post-game stuff, and trust me, there's a lot of stuff to do in this game. And guess what? I'm actually planning on replaying this game again. Not only that, but this shows that Square Enix knows how to make good games, and I'm really hoping they continue their legacy with even better games. But for right now, Final Fantasy 15 is my favorite game of 2016. I know I missed out on some other games for 2016. I know I didn't really get a chance to play games like Overwatch, Uncharted 4, games like that, Paper Mario Color Splash, but you know, just let me know down in the comments if you guys want to tell me about any games that I missed out on 2016 that you think I might like. But as of right now, guys, let's look forward to 2017, and I'm hoping 2017 has much better games. Keeping my fingers crossed.